Okay, that's the first test of the cardboard piece.
This video is my attempt to make a short version of part 4 of Transforming the Van for Camping series to share over here on the Freeze Dry channel. Most people probably aren't interested in this van project, so I don't want to make too long of a video here unless a lot of people ask for it, and then I'll put the full versions on this channel too. Please let me know down in the comments. I used the cardboard template to cut out the piece of plywood, and then I sanded all the edges and then did the test fit, and surprisingly it was a near perfect fit the very first try.
To help that floor piece adhere to these spacers, I'm going to add some of this foam on there. It's a landscape adhesive foam. I'll leave it a little bit away from those ends so I don't end up with it on the carpet.
The foam will kind of puff up over time before it hardens, and that'll fill the gap between those slats that I'm using for filling the dips and grooves in the floor of the van and the new floor piece that I'm putting in.
Well, that's holding it pretty well in one plane. I'll let that foam kind of set up before I put the screws in. So, of course, we're not even done, and we've already made changes. We switched the side that the toilet's going to go on. So this is going to be the area behind the shelf, and then this will be where whatever we make for a cooler will be, and we'll have storage under it. And 22 for most of it. So 22 by 26. Let's see what we can do with that. Yes. Pretty close fit already. I'm going to go ahead and scribe it. Set this to the widest spot. So I need to keep it very square to this. So not a lot has to be cut off, just that and then this little piece. Now I want to make this stout enough for whatever we put here, refrigerator, cooler, whatever, and then this will be storage underneath. I've got this kind of planned out. I'll put this up here and then this one. So that'll give me the support for that top plate. Okay, there. Okay, under. That should hold that. Going to use these scrap pieces for the support in the back. Tomorrow we can kind of clean up the cuts, so I need to shorten it slightly, both directions. Good enough for what I need. So I've got this piece in there. This is the one that we just trimmed. I'm going to cut that down a little bit more and see how that looks. No battle plans last past the initial contact or something like that. So I had taken the cardboard model and altered it just a little bit, made it just a couple inches wider because the space existed in there. The plan was to have some bins underneath, and then we'd hang all the clothes down, and it could hold about 50 pieces in there. And this is kind of how our travel trailer was set up with its little closet. It was a Trail Manor, a 27, I'd have to look it up. And then the whole idea changed. We're going to go with 10 by 10 by 10 cubes, the little fabric cubes of storage things that you can get. So we can get 2 of them on each shelf. So we can get 2, 4, 6, 7 of them because this one's not going to be tall enough on this corner. So here's where we're at right now. I got that shelf unit kind of built. I've got to still work on it a little bit, and the little cloth bin things won't be here for a couple more days, so I can't actually test it out. And I still have to make the mechanism to help unstack it, but that'll be coming up soon. Let's see it from the back. I've got this platform installed now. Still needs some strengthening supports under this edge and this edge. I want it strong enough to stand on. The shelf piece looks good. I need to finish cutting that top edge. So it needs to be scribed a little bit better. I've got a line up there to cut too.
Now I'm finally happy with the way the shelf fits in there. Well, I think one of the next orders of business will be get hatches put into these spaces.
So we decided to go with this spacing. We're going with 6 inches on each side, which leaves a 8 by 12 hole in the middle of each one of them. So I cut out a cardboard template and drew them on there, and just simply holding it snug, lining it up the place I want it, and then going around the whole edge, and we get the outline. So now I can cut those. I should probably have tested it on something. Let's get the hearing protection. I didn't do a very good cut on that. Don't tell anybody. So adding the groove here for the hinge for the little piece headrest area, kind of the extension of the bed. I think for this video, I'm at a good stopping point. So I've got this piece attached. We just saw this being routed out for. And then on the next video, we'll show putting all the hatches in with the aluminum pieces underneath that I got. So they're all being supported by a 1 inch by 1/8 inch thick aluminum around the edge. So that'll be next time. Thanks for watching and following along.